Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Siga. I'm going to give you another rune reading today. I'm going to pull one extra rune this week. I'll put it here, that will give us our topic. Then I'm going to pull 3 other runes that will give more insight on the topic rune that will be placed here. So I will give it my best to see what these runic energies will bring us. And yeah, let's start by picking our runes. So first one I'll place here. Then I have another rune. We'll place there, and we get the other rune, and we'll get another one here. So let's see what these runes will bring us. So the main topic of this week. Oh, okay. Well, that's an interesting topic. This is notice. So just give me a second to tap into this one. It was quite unexpected for me to see this one here, but when something falls away, when something is restricted. So yeah, let's get back to this one. We pull the first rune in this reading. There is Berkana. I'll just open them all and just see what happens as we go along. So this is Ansus. And here we have a Lagus. Okay. Well, interesting. So just give me a second. As I tune in the runes, I like to invite you to take a deep breath and loosen up your shoulders a bit and just let these runes speak to you. So whatever that's broken, it can still become holy. This is nurturing energy. So I'm going to tune into now these a bit more. So if any one of you is dealing with losses right now, maybe when a job has ended, or when a love drifts away, or when you feel that changes health-wise, maybe your health could be better. There could be loss in health, or a job, or a loved one, or maybe perspective on future. Maybe you had a dream and the dream kind of fell apart, or all of a sudden it took another direction. So uncertainty, when the road ahead feels uncertain. Sometimes the world just all looks the same, but something within you has gone quiet. It's restricted, like a light has dimmed. You can't really find it again. So whatever has been standing between you, the main topic here, and these energies I'm going to read out, it's changing. So stay with me as I go through this reading. This rune is usually a bit tough. We don't like to be in restricted areas in life. Usually we want to have all the good things, but also this is part of life. So runes, they don't predict the future. It's just a reading to help you guide if you kind of stuck with something. So today's topic is restriction, a loss of something. So If you are open to it, allow it to speak to the heart. So hopefully you'll find some healing following up by this rune. So let's go to Berkana. So this is the rune of healing. It's the mother rune, the rune of beginnings. She is also connected to a tree, the birch tree. So this energy here, it doesn't erase past. You cannot change the past, but you can root in it. Like a strong rooted tree. So from whatever it is that is ending, there are always new roots to shoot, and they will find light. So this rune asks you to care for yourself in this moment in time when it's tough. Have a lot of self-care. And it's like the earth. This is a very grounding energy, earth energy. It's taking care of her seeds. So give into your healing with rest, maybe forgiveness. Don't carry the bee of bitterness, but forgive whatever caused this restriction or loss. And try to find small acts of joy. That we need that loving energy, that nurturing energy. It's like the simple things in life, enjoying a cup of coffee, taking fresh air, breathe, because here we have the rune of breath, enjoyment of the small things in life, the things that make us grounded, the things that really matter in life. So, change is coming. Perhaps you're not the person you were before, or perhaps you're struggling with this for a long while, but here is this reading to ask you for awareness now that it's a miracle, the change is coming. So grief, when you're grieving a loss, job, love, health-wise, dreams lost. Grief is not a tomb. It's a garden. Berkana is like a beautiful garden that we need to take care of. We need to see ourselves as this garden and fulfill our own needs with self-care and love. To slowly move from being stuck. So if your heart is ready, just a small beginning, I like to invite you to whisper this into the world, like a little galder. I am ready to heal. This rune has to do with healing. Or maybe write in the comments if you like, so I also know you are healing. Let your voice be the first to pop into your new world. Let your voice speak you towards this new beginning. So this is the rune of communication. It's Ansur. So it's the rune of your breath, your speech. So have you been silent for a long time? Maybe it's time you need to speak up and stand up for yourself by the power of your words. No longer be invisible, no longer be small, or things just let it go by. Speak up the truth. The truth needs to be told. So when you notice patterns in life, like it's always on repeat and the same, it's time to change. Speak your truth into this world. So the universe likes to communicate to us through a song, through nature, through other people walk by, and so all of a sudden we pick up a word the person is saying that resonates strongly with us. So you're not alone. So the unseen can also speak. Your soul will also answer, but we need to make it visible, or else we're staying restricted. And here's Berkana, she asks to grow. There's growth. This rune has to do with growth in life. So, as we are dealing with the breath, take a deep breath and really feel it in your chest. I kindly like to remind you that your breath is the language of your spirit. This is a spiritual energy. The breath in spirit, you can't see it, but you need it. Without air, you can't be alive, you can't breathe. It's the unseen becoming seen. So you need to speak up whatever it is, keeps you down, the loss, the heartbreak. You need to speak into that. And maybe not with a person or situation. Let go of the old, but as Lagus, we're going through this is like a river, a flow of life, move forwards, maybe speak to other people to get different perspectives. Let go of that you cannot change, but invite a new so you can swim with the stream instead of against it. So, yeah, maybe speak up. You might also be the one that has the word that someone else needs to hear. So it does matter speaking up. Maybe someone else you can gift with making yourself known. So with this energy here, it has to do with the flow of life. Flow and also healing. This is Lagu. So it doesn't require strength to break free from the restriction. It requires a softness like water, like a gentle stream that just slowly washes and cleanses, like water cleanses. Maybe even cry. Maybe you need to cry a lot to finally let go. Maybe you have been withholding sorrow, grief. Maybe it's time to have that river of tears so movement occurs. Finally, you are letting go. Finally, you're allowing yourself to feel this. Lagu is also a rune of emotions, of feelings. Maybe you have not been sensing your truth. Maybe you have been pushing stuff down. Now it's time to allow movement. Maybe through speaking your truth. Maybe it hurts, but it needs to be addressed. It needs to be cleansed, or else you stay stuck. So loss, being stuck. So maybe if you close your eyes for a moment and allow yourself to travel with Lagu and just see a river of light flowing towards your heart. Self-care, self-love. In what area of life have you been not loving yourself? In what area of life have you restricted yourself from your love that lives within? Allow yourself to float. Just trust the river. The river knows the way. You don't need to control. Just let go. Let it go. Let it go. Like, let it go and let it flow. Maybe the tears, you feel lighter, emptier, free. So when you're ready, maybe type in the comments the word flow. So I know this reading is beneficial for you. To release, to allow, to be alive. Because this is the rune, the life-giving energy, that the Earth Mother gives life to things. So it seems that you're on edge. You're almost there. It's just allowing to see it. It can happen in a second. The moment you switch your thoughts. Ansur is also a rune, has to do with thoughts. So maybe you're restricting yourself from seeing things different, causing you a lot of pain. Let go so you can grow. Have other thoughts, see things in a different perspective. It's also the rune of seeing things, perspectives. Allow them to flow in life. So yeah, let me see if I can, like a voice of gentle knowing, you know, your intuition. Isn't it always like, I knew it, but you didn't do it? So, ouch, burned something, lost something, maybe a loss of not listening to your gut feelings, your intuition. This rune here is dealing with emotions, intuition. So, you have had loss, or maybe for someone who has experienced loss, maybe you're not going through this yourself, but you know someone that has experienced loss. That kind that leaves a hollow chest. See, if we turn this rune, it's almost like a chest, if you see it, when you're a woman, you know. The hole in the chest feeling, the emptiness. So maybe you have thoughts that whisper, nothing will ever be the same. The depression, these two next to each other. The thoughts in the mind that are downwards, they need to go upwards. Have uplifting thoughts again, change of mind. For every ending, there is a beginning. So for every tear, that is a seed of understanding, you know. So everybody knows the phrase, when one door closes, another opens, but you have to see it. You have to see it, and maybe you can't even imagine it. No imagination, these two next to each other. But if you look here, these are very positive. You can imagine it. If you let go, loss, let it go. So where's loss, there's also something gained. So have courage. The tenderness towards yourself. This rune is very tender towards yourself and others. So maybe from this loss, the pain, there's a sense that you gained something, like all of a sudden there is this you can imagine what truly matters, which comes from the loss. So sometimes we have to endure hardships to gain insight into things that truly matter. So, yeah, losses, grief, you get these two together. Like this is an emotional sign dealing with emotions, water. When it's paired with this one, it's sorrow. It's like deep, downwards, watery emotions, grief, sorrow, all that stuff that comes from losses. So be kind. Be kind towards yourself. Let these energies just guide and teach you And remember that what is lost in life is just quietly being replaced with something for you to discover. So within the darkness and depth of the restriction, there's also something that's there for you to discover. Like maybe you lost in the material realm, but you gained something in the spiritual realm. Ansur, the spirit. Which is always a good thing. When you just lose something in the material world, you gain in the spiritual world. Well, what do I mean by that? You gain wisdom. You gain more insights. You have more knowledge. It's also a rune of knowledge. It's Odin's rune, the rune of knowledge. You gain in spirit. When you have a more fulfilled spirit, you need less of the material world. You feel fulfilled from within instead of needing to feed that is not sustainable. The material world, it all fades. It's just episodes. But in the end, the spirit is all that's left, you know. So good thing to always invest in your spirit. So, okay, thank you so much for watching. This video is going over 20 minutes again. I think I'll just stop here. I hope this reading was beneficial. I hope you'll find healing from it. I hope you find some insight. I hope you find inspiration and everything that's good to have this continuous flow of energy, and that you're finally that you can find to let go what is not serving you no more. So, okay, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll talk to you another day. Bye.